Here at the Acme Cinema for the Hola Mexico Film Festival. We're checking it out. It's opening night here in Melbourne. This is a film festival that is featured all throughout Australia. And tonight is opening night here in Melbourne. So we're going to check it out and see some of the films. Here for the Mexican Film Festival?
Yep, that's right.
Okay, what did attract you?
I had a friend actually volunteering here for the festival, and she gave me the program, and I thought there was some great stuff on there, so I thought I'd have a go. And you don't see that many Mexican films at the movies, so...
Yeah, this is a big opportunity. What about yourself?
Similar reason. I guess I've come along to see tonight's film, but also I'd like to see one that's coming up on the 30th, which is To the Sea.
Oh, To the Sea, yes.
Very beautiful.
A lot of subtitles, though. Are you good at reading?
I love reading subtitles, actually.
It's the way to go with movies, isn't it?
It's nice.
So you only speak English?
Actually, yes, only English.
Yes. Well, time to brush up on the Spanish, huh?
Indeed.
Yep. Hola. Joining here with Samuel, he's the director of the Hola Mexican Film Festival. Okay, this is a pretty big job. Tell us about it.
It's very exciting. I'm happy to be back in Melbourne on the fifth time. 5 years goes.
It's working well.
It's working well. We've been growing a lot. We now do 16 cities around the world. I'm very happy to be back in Australia because this is where everything began. And we have an amazing program. I'm really keen to see the reaction of the audience. I want to know which films do better than others. And I'm just very excited that everything is coming together. And you know, you plan for so many months. You look for all these films and finally everything comes together. Every piece. You know?
A lot of hard work, sweat and tears. So how do you select the films that go into the film festival?
Well, we look for as many as we can, and we try to make a variety of a program. Yeah, we want comedies, we want drama, we want horror, we want a bit of everything. And we also want the best, nothing but the best that has come out of Mexico.
How many films are made out of Mexico in general?
Well, you know, there's made around 80 films a year, but then again, I would have to say 20 or 30 are really bad because, I don't know, there's some really bad films out there. So you have the good ones that are, you see in Sundance, in Cannes, they're going around the world, and so you can pick and choose those ones, but then some of them cannot make it, some of them can, so you just need to choose and try to hope for the best selection.
So being a filmmaker in Mexico, how hard is it? Like, do they have the funding support system like, other countries have, or?
Yeah, the government has a resolution where every private company can give their tax money towards a production. So that's why a lot of bad films are made as well, because if everyone can grab the money to make a film, then everyone is doing it. But at the same time, this is training a lot of people. It's training actors, producers, directors, cameras, everyone. So this industry is growing a lot, and it's great.
You got actually a big film studio down near Tijuana as well that LA use quite a lot for some of their sets as well.
Yeah, in Rosarito, films like Troy were made there. A lot of films are being made there. So, yeah, it's a huge industry.
I'm Mexican.
I'm Mexican and Mexican proud.
Proudly Mexican, made in Mexico.
Yes. So we're here for the film festival. Is this a way just to reminisce about home a little bit?
Yes, I'm looking forward to seeing these new movies, especially Revolution.
So you live here in Australia now, yeah. So you probably wouldn't get that opportunity to see a lot of Mexican films now, so...
Yes, hopefully, yes. Just to catch up with Mexican films.
Yep.
So it would be good to catch up, yeah.
Enjoy the festival. How many films are you going to see?
As much as possible.
As much as possible. You can actually get a whole pass for the week. So a VIP pass, I think, is about $100 and something, and you can see every single movie.
Do you have $100 to spare?
No, I'm on the Mexican wage, I'm afraid.
Yeah, me too. So.
The film tonight, Revolution. Tell us a bit about what's going on about this film.
The Revolution is very exciting. It's 10 short films made of 10 of the best directors out there, including Carlos Carrera, Diego Luna, Gael Garcia, a lot of people who we've been seeing some of their films in the last 5 years. So today it all again comes together. And these films are to celebrate the revolution of Mexico. And maybe more than celebrate, it's to think and to recapture what has happened to Mexico since the revolution, whether it be good or bad, but what have happened, yeah?
Now, you're actually bringing Carlos out here as well. Is that a difficult thing?
Carlos Carrera, well, I think after doing this for 5 years and having a name in Mexico now, when I approached Carlos, he was enchanted with the idea. He's never been to Australia. He's one of the best directors ever to come out of Mexico, and now he's going to come here. So even to add a bit more to the 5th anniversary and Revolución and everything, Carlos Carrera is coming.
Well, good evening, everyone. Muy buenas noches a todos. Welcome to the opening night of the Hola Mexico Film Festival 2010. Great to have you all here. It's a pleasure to be here tonight, finally. Yeah, I just want everyone to enjoy the film, to enjoy the party afterwards. Have a good party.
Joining here with Carlos Carrera in the media room, basically here, flown in from Mexico City for the Hola Mexican Film Festival. Welcome, first of all, to Melbourne.
Very proud and I'm very happy to be here because this is my first time in Australia, and it is always a very nice experience to share the films with the audience.
This is the 5th year that the film festival's on, and they're actually dedicating a lot of films to you as well. So having you out here, you're going to have a lot of audience watching you, and you're going to do a Q&A as well later on. And you've won a Mexican Academy Award for one, and also you've won a Palm at Cannes as well.
Yes, the Hero, it's an animated short that won the Palme d'Or in Cannes, and the Crema Fadera Amaro that was nominated for the Golden Globes and for the Oscar.
How does that feel to be recognised? I mean, after so many years of writing and producing and going from animation to film, and now to actually receive that recognition.
Well, it's nice, and for one particular reason, it's easier to get money for the next project. And what I like the most is to be working and filming and trying and thinking on stories for the screen, and that's the way I get money for.
Well, we're here at the Mexican after party downstairs to celebrate the film festival. We've just been upstairs checking it out, so we'll talk about people. I'll just have a quick chat to you. How did you like the films?
I really like them. They're really diverse. Yeah, it was really good.
There's quite like 10 short films we just viewed. I mean, did you get all of them? Some of them to me just didn't make any sense.
Yeah, I think like something like the one about the party. I was just kind of like, what?
Where are they coming from?
Yeah.
So what are you eating here? What are you experiencing?
It's quite. It's like a corn and chili and.
You know your Mexican food.
Yeah.
Yeah? A fan of Mexican food?
Definitely.
Oh, okay. Hot and spicy. Lots of tortillas.
That's right.
Enjoy. Taquitos.
Yeah, so it's a fried tortilla, and then they're filled with chicken, and then they have lettuce and...
Lots of food, lots of yummy food. Now, how do you go about eating something like this? You just pick it up?
It's a challenge.
Oh,
Yeah.
I lost the lettuce.
You gotta balance all the lettuce on the taquito, and then eat it all.
That could be hard to do. All right, enjoy. Keep serving. Mine is without lettuce. I didn't realise there were so many Mexicans in Melbourne.
I know, me neither.
You all come out.
Seriously. No, I just arrived about 2 weeks ago,
Okay.
and it's just full of Mexican. It's amazing.
You feel at home.
Totally. I live in Perth for 2 years and a half, and I just moved here, and it's just amazing.
So how did you find about the festival then? How did you just heard about it and thought I got to come to this?
Of course, they do also do the advertising in Facebook, but I know Samuel because I used to organize the first Hola Mexico Film Festival in Perth, and so I've been just trying out Samuel, and I just think that this year they do have a really good selection of films.
They're very interesting films. I mean, we just experienced a lot of short films. Some of them I didn't really get, and a lot of people, they don't have endings.
Indeed, I completely agree. I think they were the variety in some of the shorts, but I think that they began with the best one and ended up with the best one as well. It was
Absolutely.
fantastic.
So what brings you to the film festival?
I don't know, just heard about it. I went last year and yeah, it was good, so we thought we'd come to the opening night.
Are you a fan of Mexican films now, or?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the attraction
Of what?
of
Mexico?
the films? Yeah.
I guess just the whole culture. It's really vibrant and
Have you been to Mexico?
no, but just the imagery of Mexico is really vibrant and colourful, and the food's really good too.
There is lots of food going around here tonight. What are you eating? You're drinking. You're sangrias, are you?
Margaritas.
Margarita. I know her. She's a great girl. We've got a bit of a mix. We've got Colombian, Mexican. Let me get in the middle. You're all friends. So how are you enjoying the Mexican Film Festival?
Very much. We love it. There were a couple of films that were rather confusing. And
Yeah, I'd say.
And the other ones were really confronting, like the one that is, I don't know, I shouldn't say anything, but it should have come.
Well, that's really avant-garde. It's apparently the go to make a film where you go, what the hell was that about?
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah.
So you live here in Melbourne?
Yes, I do.
So how long have you been in Australia then?
8 years.
8 years, wow.
Came to Melbourne, love it, and stay here. Yes.
So did you speak any English when you came?
I don't know.
You don't know, you can't remember.
Well, the thing is that I learned it, but I didn't have any much practice over there.
Okay, because the Australian accent's quite strong, so...
Maybe that's why, because I started practicing it here, and I learned on the hard way, I guess.
So what brought you to Australia then?
My girl?
Oh, love.
The studies. I came to study my final year, and then I just love it and decided to stay.
We're up here with manager Paulette. Now you help coordinate the film festival. What kind of job does that entail?
It's hard,
Yeah.
especially because, we have to put together all the events, all the films. It's parties, films, and we have to get everything together, everyone working together.
So tonight, obviously, there were some films that only just came in. Was that a bit scary? I mean, you're trying to organise shipment and everything.
I know, it is a bit scary, but, that's the way this works sometimes. There's so many films from so many different countries, as Samuel was saying. Some of them were in Europe yesterday, and now they're here, so it's just crazy.
By the skin of your teeth.
Yeah, but it's all going well.
So celebrating the 5th, what does that actually mean to a lot of the Mexican culture? Because this is about revolution. It's a pretty big year for Mexico as well.
Yeah, it is. We're celebrating the 200th anniversary of independence and revolution. So that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
And the 5th anniversary of the film festival, so we have lots of things to party. Yeah.
So what does that mean for most Mexicans, the celebration of revolution?
Well, it's really important because it's when the country became independent from the Spanish. So it's actually when the country really got together and got to become what it is now. So it's basically just saying, we're not dependent on Spain anymore.
We're proud.
We're proud of being Mexicans, and now we're celebrating.
Drinking a bit of Sol beer, which is Mexican beer. How are you enjoying that?
Yeah, it's great.
Okay, goes down well after the opening night. What did you think of the films?
There's a good range of films there.
Can you explain some of the endings to me? Because some of them just finished and I went, I don't quite know what that was about.
I think that's a bit like short film though. Often you like moving on to the next one pretty quickly, and it's kind of hard to...
Like there was one scene where the guy was like, he had some brutal guy on his back that was injured and he stole a bike, and that was that.
Full on. Very
What was that about?
I know. Well, I guess it's all open to interpretation.
I don't think you're supposed to admit that you don't know what happened.
Oh, you're not? Are you supposed to be like a film buff and just act like it's already cool?
So I think you just go,
You're discussing the films?
We were actually, yes.
Okay, what were you coming up with? What was the conclusion?
Some I got and some I didn't get.
Yeah, I was the same. I was sitting there going, what was that about?
Yes, there were a couple like that.
Which ones did you get stuck on?
Well, I think I lost concentration near the end.
And they're only short films.
Yeah.
They sort of bled into one to another, and then some just finished. I went, I didn't quite understand that. Like the priest and the two kids and all that.
Yeah, I thought that was beautiful though. That was so amazing.
But they ended up in McDonald's, and I went, okay, now what?
I really liked that. That was a good twist.
No, it's good. It's very eclectic, and that's a good thing about short films because, you know, one, like the guy I was sitting next to, I said, oh, I love this film, and he said, oh, I hated it. And that's the best thing about short films and having them all together in that sort of eclectic way.
They didn't all have endings, though. They kind of just finished, and I thought, what was that?
One of them I didn't realise had finished, and it was on to the next film. But
And I thought, hang on a minute, what are we supposed to do here? What do you do?
clap and then hope someone joins you.
And discuss about afterwards at a party and think, what was that about?
What
was that about? We'll figure it out. Well, enjoy. Thanks. Someone told me there was some girl from San Francisco down here.
It's her birthday too.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you, thank you.
So what did you think of the Mexican Film Festival?
I thought it was really interesting and very kind of informative if you kind of know about the history.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, you're pretty close. I mean, being in America, you have a different relationship to Mexicans than the rest of us here. How do you see them?
I really like foreign films, so I've liked a lot of the Mexican films that I've seen.
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, I'm very close to a lot of Mexican friends and everything like that. So I don't know. It's a lot of just their culture, like religion and humor and just soccer.
The food. You gotta love the food.
Yeah, the food.
Now, obviously, this is the Melbourne Mexican Film Festival. This actually goes all around America and it goes into your state as well. Have you seen it back home?
No, I have not seen this back.
Better put that in your calendar.
I'm gonna put it back in my calendar.
So you're just here for your birthday, are you?
In Melbourne? Yeah,
Why not?
I just came for this.
Just for this. Fabulous. Well, enjoy your birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Now, you got a bit of American accent in there too.
Yeah, I learned how to speak English from watching American TV shows.
Okay, that worked then.
Yeah, it really did, yeah.
So what do you think of the film festival and how important is it to you?
I thought it was really good, and I don't know how important it is to me yet. I think it's really great that Melbourne has got such a strong connection to Mexico and how Mexico is really pushing itself across the world. I think it's a really great thing because I think Mexico really needs avenues to spread its image and to be proud of itself and to be known for more than...
It's a good exposure, really, isn't it?
Yeah, an exposure for things that it does well other than the problems on the north, you know.
So you into films or what do you do?
I make art and I make animations, but yeah, I'm totally into films and...
That's your big thing. I think there's going to be a lot of drinking and a lot more fun. There's also tonight a couple of door prizes. That's right. I've got my lucky 6.99 tickets. You could win a Learn to Speak Spanish course or some Mexican food vouchers. Sounds pretty good to me.
Today's film was lots of short films, like most of them, so that's good.
They were a bit strange. I mean, a lot of people, they didn't really have endings, some of them, so are you sort of left to your own imagination, or?
Yeah, there's a lot of interpretation there, and lots of them, I don't know, just leave you thinking about.
Well, sort of shots of windows of snippets of people's lives, really, weren't they?
Yeah, pretty interesting.
Are you going to see some more films during the week?
Yeah, I'm interested in the Diego Luna one, the one he directed. So I think it's called Abel. So yeah.
You got to get a Mexican Film Festival pass. You can get a whole week pass for only $100. You can see as many films as you like.
Sorry?
You can get a Mexican film pass.
Really?
Yep, $100. See as many as you like. Yeah, pay me now and I'll fix you up.
I don't know. I actually have tickets now, so. Thanks.
Okay, no worries.
One with a girl in the supermarket was really good.
Oh yeah, she had the most sexiest supermarket voice. Can you do that?
No.
Come on, I'm sure you can. You speak Spanish. Go on, do a spill in aisle 5.
I know, I'm so shy.
You're doing well. So that was one of your favorites?
Yes.
Why did you like that one the most?
I don't know, I guess it was like very well directed, and I think it was kind of
cute,
entertaining.
I love the fact that she had a missing tooth and she sort of just discreetly put it in and that.
It's the surprise factor.
Yeah. Well, enjoy the festival. Thanks so much. So is the film festival this year films just about revolution, or is it a cross-broad?
No, not at all. There's so many different kinds of films. There's comedy, there's drama, there's documentary films, there's films about the revolution, a little bit of everything. Some of them really artsy, some of them really light-hearted, but it's all really good.
Okay, now some of the films today, I can't figure them out.
I know! Well,
what's the deal?
That's what happens with the Mexican industry at the moment.
Yeah.
There's people doing so many different things. You can have the really commercial directors, and then the really artsy directors that no one in Mexico really cares about, but in Europe they love them.
Yeah. Okay.
The most controversial directors in Mexico, they're loved in Europe and hated in Mexico.
So it's about not having an ending and letting you work it out yourself.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
That's European way, pretty much.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, like this to some people.
So you'll be here for a long time then?
Yes.
10th Film Festival only around the corner.
We'll see.
Enjoy, thanks so much.
Thank you, see
Pleasure. From what? Guadalajara.
Guadalajara.
Now I've been there. That's a beautiful city.
It is.
So what brings you to Melbourne?
Well, not necessarily. We start a tequila company over in Mexico, so we're bringing the new brand over here, and I'm in charge of talking and educating.
You get everybody drunk.
Yeah. Kind of, you could say.
How many tequilas do you need to drink before you get drunk?
Depend what kind of tequila you're drinking now.
Okay.
Because
What is it? Potatoes? What's in a tequila? I mean, what's it made of?
No. It's made of a plant called agave.
Yep.
And this plant is just made in Mexico, born there. And there is just 5 states of the Republic in Mexico where you can grow up the agave. And when it's a premium tequila, it's just made of the agave.
So it's like what, 50%, or what's the ratio of alcohol in something like that?
When you're talking about a premium tequila, it's less than 33% of alcohol.
Still a lot. So it's obviously, I mean, tequila is very Mexican, yeah?
Yeah, that is.
Why is it they love tequila so much?
Because it's our drink.
Good drink.
We are the only country around the world that we can grow up the plants.
Yep.
We have all the culture behind us, all the recipes and everything to produce a good tequila. Why not? Put it around the world.
So how many tequilas does it take before you're drunk?
Ooh. Talk to me later.
All right, let's have some shots. Cheers. Thank you.